I suppose we should. All right, folks, welcome to the greatest hockey arena in the world, the Vadnais Sports Center. White Bear Lake and Roseville going at it tonight in yet another Suburban East Conference collision. My name is Zach Helverson. The Bears are coming here off of a 4-1 loss to the Suburban East Conference, probably champions really, in the Cretin-Derham Hall Raiders. That happened on Tuesday night over at the Highland Arena, Charles M. Schultz rink or whatever. Apologize for those looking to tune in to us over on the Horn. We had issues, of course, out there with the internet, but thankfully Prep Spotlight was there to save the day, and they were able to broadcast it over there. And hopefully you enjoyed that broadcast over on Prep Spotlight. Hopefully you enjoy our broadcast here tonight. The Bears have fallen now from a ranking of 1 at the beginning of the month to now their current ranking of 12. And that's what happens when you have now all 4 losses of their season. All 4. Irondale, Eden, Minnetonka, Eastridge, and now Cretin-Derham Hall all have happened in this month. So it's been a rocky month. Bears have one more game this month. They will go on another home game on Saturday. That game will actually be played, believe it or not, at Aldridge Arena on Saturday night. We will have that one for you, a 7 p.m. start against the Blaine Bengals on Saturday right here on the Horn. And I invite you to tune in for multiple reasons. One of those of which I would say it's a pretty cool big announcement coming on Saturday. So you should really tune into that. We'll pause here. We'll listen in on the national anthem. I can't wait to figure out if we're going to hear. Oh, it's the band. The band's here. So the White Bear Lake Band is going to play the national anthem, and we'll pause here, and then we'll come back. We're going to drop the puck. White Bear Lake and Roseville on the Horn. There we go. Bears, the Raiders, and I'm Zach. Chad is at his post in the at his job somewhere, so he will not be joining us. He's with us in spirit. So we miss you, Chad. We'll be here on Saturday, though. Tyler Steffens will be in goal for the Bears. Numbers still toward the top of the state, and certainly has had a very good season for White Bear Lake. As I fire off a Facebook post, and there we go. Game is promoted. The other side of the ice, we're going to go with Joey Heupel, the sophomore goaltender in net for Roseville. If that's not how you say his name, please let us know in the chat. Thank you to RF Dripsy for tuning in. RF Dripsy says, "Go Bears." I I don't want to say I'm biased or anything, but I agree. Go Bears. Yeah, White Bear Lake. And the last ever broadcast of the Horn in the greatest hockey arena in the world has begun. Off the glass and an icing, just 12 seconds in to the period. It's a sign. The Bears head coach is Tim Sager. On the other side, Scott Steffen, the skipper at the in the Roseville bench. New Power Road, or like that. That's right. They moved that. Murky on the line now. They moved Road back to the second line. Murky's up on the first line. The Raiders try to clear. New Power keeps it in. Here's New Power to the corner. Weak angle shot from Billy Rose, and that is no good. Behind the net it goes. And we still have, see, this is what Chad is great for here. A chance for Rose as he carries it across. We are terrible at our jobs, and here we go. Thank you to Chad for letting us know that the pregame graphic was still on the screen. This is why you think 8 years of this, you know how to change the graphic, and you just don't do it. Thank you, Chad. One shot on goal of the game. It's the White Bear Lake Bears. We mentioned Leighton Road now on the second line. He joins Hofeld and Schauer. Draw, push to the corner. Road has it. Curls to the outside. Goes to the blue line with it. Send across from Fratellone here. And a shot goes all the way through. Bounces back across there. And Nicky O'Brien with a good look from the blue line. And the puck is whistled down. Offside is the call. Neutral zone draw coming up. Camming up. It'll be Leighton Road doing the honors after Hofeld was kicked out. The draw is won back by Roseville. They'll move it cross ice. It's dumped in deep off of Tony Leahy's stick. Bears return it to center ice. Grabbed by Zach Goodwin. Dumped down low behind. It'll be picked up by Joey Fratellone. Fratellone to his right. Schauer maneuvers his way through, fights off a check, lost the puck. Road had it for a moment, but stolen back by Leahy, who takes it, sends it in off of a White Bear Lake body, drops in front of Frattellone's stick. He'll slide it to his left. Now it's given forward here for Leighton Road. Road with a shot that misses wide, rings all the way around past Kiyava's stick. Bears have to go all the way back in their own zone to grab it. And the first one there will be Joe Montgomery. Grabs it behind his goal. Goes to his left. Kiyava for Verkerke. Back in for Kiyava. Now across. Johnson with a shot. And it's turned away and stopped by Heupel. Bears with a great chance there. Nice passing play through neutral ice. And certainly the chemistry there between Verkerke, Kiyava, and Tristan Johnson on full display. Just 2 minutes and 3 seconds in. And off the draw, the Bears fire a shot, hit the some shin pads in front, bounce to neutral ice, and then it's sent right back down deep by Verkerke. Down there first is Gavin Klein-Carlson. Klein-Carlson pinned up along the wall in the corner. Leahy down there for the Raiders, flipped to center, actually cleared and actually out of play in front of the Roseville student section, which I'll give credit for a Thursday night on the road. Not a bad student section there. Now, 3 rows, but I'd call that a section. Certainly nowadays, might be as big as White Bears, quite frankly. Just leave it at that. Good to have the band here, though. Good atmosphere provided by them. And sent to the corner. Murky lets it go down low for New Power. New Power carries it to the half wall, tried to center it, hit some skates, bounced back here in the White Bear Lake end. Now race for the puck is on. Joey O'Neill for the Raiders trying to push it free, but it's stolen back by New Power, who goes off the wall to himself. Sides it forward for Murky, who let it go for Rose. And Rose gathers speed, carries it to neutral ice. Rose centers one to the back door, got his own pass back there as a pinballed around off a couple of skates. Here's Rose again. Rose looking for options, sends it off the back wall in the direction of Kodatek, but it's stolen away by Macklem, and Macklem will send it in deep off the paddle of Steffens. Raiders trying for a change there at the end of the shift. Bears will get it to neutral ice, and then the battle ensues there at the White Bear blue line, carried back in by Anderson, who fires a shot. That's a save for Steffens as the puck is battled for in the corner. Down there is Tony Leahy. His pass is intercepted by Murky. Murky got it out of his own zone, got it to the red line, takes a shoulder to the head before he loses the puck, and now it's skated back in by Bjorn Anderson, who sends it off the White Bear Lake back wall. It flutters in front, and it's gloved and covered by Mr. Steffens. Scoreless here, first period, 13 and a half to go in the opening frame. There's one blemish in this entire arena, which is otherwise perfect. The heating stops right where we are. Why? Anyway, shot off the draw, turned away by Steffens, rebound pushed to the corner, and the Bears will come out with it. Hofeld fighting his way through, got the puck in deep, took a hit. He'll get to the new slot area. Bears will battle near side, flip down low. Hofeld tracking it down. Hofeld in front for Rode, but good defense in front by the Raiders, and then they tried to spring free. That would have been Louis Johnson, but he couldn't get a stick on it, so it goes for an ice instead of it. Connected, might have gone for a breakaway, and the Raiders might have drawn first blood, but good news for the Bears, it did not connect. Draw one by the Bears. Road to the blue line. O'Brien's shot hit a pad, the left pad of Heupel. Battle continues down there. If you are tuning in, please certainly let us know. Comment section where you're watching from. We don't have a prize to give away. It'd be nice though, wouldn't it be? Rowett off the cage to himself. Skates it to the corner, centers one in front, kicked out, back for Rode at the blue line. He'll backhand it down low, but he did leave the zone, so the Bears have to touch up. That allows the Raiders to carry it out. It's Joey Grant, sends it on goal. Steffens makes a save, give him the save there. Pad his stats a little bit there as Verkerke goes off the wall in the direction of Johnson. Certainly a dangerous line here for the Bears. Kiyava looking at it, battling for it at the half wall. Bears look to center. They do. Kiyava on the back door. Couldn't pull the trigger. And then the net is pushed off the moorings by Zach Goodwin. It was already off. He just wanted to make it more noticeable. So rare net off moorings at the Vadnais Sports Center. We very rarely see the nets leave their post there. But yeah, must have been significant enough pressure to force it off. Probably won't see that again for a while. Here's Kodatek off the draw, fires a shot. It's redirected wide of the goal, tracked down by Verkerke, who spins and fires a shot. That's turned away there. Another try for White Bear, and that's denied once again by Heupel. Into the corner, Tristan Johnson trying to track it down. Draws a penalty as he gives it over for Verkerke. Steffens to the bench. Bears going 6-on-5 here. Verkerke backhand shot that's broken up, and it'll be touched up by Roseville. Steffens will return to his goal, but the Bears will keep that man advantage. 5-on-4. It's going to be a tripping call on Roseville. Bears power play hovering right around 32%. Heading to the box is number 5, Zach Goodwin, the sophomore defenseman. Face-off will be won by the Raiders. Bears take over, however. New Power will slide it to Rose, who returns the favor. Hofeld trying to protect the puck there as he's pressured. Coming away with it is New Power. New Power shot. Skied over the goal. Bounces down. New Power again. A try. He misses the net a second time. And Alez will be forced to grab it. The Bears will be forced to regroup. And it's Hofeld who will skate it back in. Hofeld to his left. Newpower across, back in front. Just wide of the goal. Grabbed here by Rode. Rode will skate it to the blue line. Now it's given to Alez. Return to Rode. Now back for Alez. Alez will skate it. Sends it to the left circle there for Hofeld. Hofeld across for Rode. Rode to Alez with a shot deflected in front. Making the save was Heupel. 55 seconds gone here. Another chance across, those shot, and the goal. The Bears get on the board first. I believe it was Sam Newpower with the goal. Make that Grant Hofeld. And the Bears lead by a score of 1-0. Nothing complicated about that. Just pass to the back door. Hofeld finished. And Grant Hofeld continues a great senior season. So 11th of the year for Mr. Hofeld. Bears win the draw, and they'll try to keep up the pressure here. One-handed forward by Verkerke. Johnson will touch it off sides. Face-off will be back at neutral ice. Draw won by the Raiders. Cross-ice pass there connects with Heffernan. Heffernan got it forward for a moment, stolen back by the Bears. They'll have the control of the puck. Alez forward for Johnson. It was knocked off his stick on the exchange from his backhand to his forehand, and Bears will have to regroup here. O'Brien, Brady edition. Gives it over for Alez, who crosses the red line and sends it deep. Zach Goodwin for the Raiders. Flings it forward to Joey O'Neill to the blue line. It's fired. Now here's Verkerke in the backhand. Fires a shot with a save by Heupel. Rebound loose. O'Brien tracking it down. Flip to the corner now. Brady to Nicky. Battle ensues down there. Midway through this first period. Great chances for White Bear Lake. Nearly made it 2-0. Johnson comes away with it, but his pass is intercepted by the Raiders. Johnson, though, great job getting it right back, and he'll send it down low. Bears will give it to the Raiders as they change all three forwards. Raiders coming out with the puck. Here's Zach Goodwin, fires a shot. It's gloved by Tyler Steffens and covered with 8:53 to go in the first period. It's 1-0 White Bear Lake. Draw won by the Raiders at the blue line. The shot blocked nicely by Newpower. The rebound, though, put on goal. That's turned away by Steffens. It's Newpower who'll try to clear. Raiders get it back, however. They flip it near side, and then the shot well wide of the goal taken by Blake Gaffney. Rose trying to thread his way through. Got it to the corner. He's pinned up along the wall. Murky coming away with it, but he's stood up there, and now the Raiders come down the ice with it. It's Leahy. Leahy fires a shot. It ramps off of Frattallone's stick and goes into the netting behind. Plenty of shots to speak of here in this first period. 9-5 now in favor of White Bear. But still, Roseville with some good chances. Bears win the draw. They force it out. It's Hofeld, lone goal scorer on the ice again now for White Bear Lake. They'll battle with the other five on the ice. Zach Goodwin coming away with it here. It's a chance. Shower sends it toward the goal. That's blocked in front. Still loose in the slot, and the Raiders able to clear. They move it forward here. Skated along by Joey Grant. Check that is O'Neill. O'Neill will flip it down low. Nicky O'Brien tracks it down the back wall. Sends it to the blue line where it's stopped and then fired on goal, but well wide by James Bartell. Hofeld trying to fight his way through, does so. Hofeld to his left, finds Rode. Leighton Rode opens up, fires a shot, tried to pick a corner, missed just wide, and that rings off the wall, bounces all the way back into the White Bear Lake zone. Fran alone spins, fires a pass forward. Here's Hofeld for the Bears, fires a shot that misses high and wide, bounces to the near side. Now this time though, however, it's kept in by Kodatek, who sends it down low. Rode tried to center, he'll get it back here. Rode trying for a quick wraparound, can't do so, bouncing in the slot area, and the Raiders will skate it out. Off the wall, dumped in deep. Grabbed behind the goal by Montgomery. Montgomery forward here. Backhand pass intercepted, and then continued forward to Kiava. Johnson trying to get after it. Raiders do a great job on the defensive side. Gavin Klein-Carlson keeping it in front of him. He'll have to turn around now eventually as he tracks the puck down off the White Bear Lake dump-in. Sending it behind him was Gavin Klein-Carlson to Blake Gaffney's stick. Gaffney for the Raiders will skate it forward, sends it along for Leahy. Leahy got it to the red line, spin back by Kodatek. Battle in front of the penalty box, grabbed here by Verkerke. Verkerke skates it in on the right side, driving to the goal, had it poked off his stick en route, and the Raiders will steal it right back. They'll flip it to neutral ice, grabbed here by, Joe Montgomery. Behind the Raider goal, it's picked up. Backhand behind to stick of Goodwin. He'll go cross ice with it. Stolen back by the Bears for a moment, but taken right back by the Raiders as they enter the zone. Will spin around and move, broken up by Montgomery. He'll flip it forward. Now Murky gets it toward the goal. It'll be sticked away by Heupel. Getting it back is Murky. Murky fires a shot that's turned away by Heupel. Big hit put on, and that's going to be a boarding call, unfortunately. Interference is not the right call. So they're going to call interference, but I disagree very much with that call, and here's why. So you could maybe call boarding, and boarding is a tough call because it just is where the guy happens to be when you hit him, and in some cases, obviously, it's a good thing where you don't want to board a guy. But the problem is boarding is 5 minutes, so that obviously wasn't strong enough for a 5-minute major, but they still wanted to call something on it, so they call it interference instead. But the puck was there. I can't agree with the call that it was anything but boarding. And there, Scott Steffen, head coach for the Roseville Raiders, is arguing, saying it probably should have been a boarding, and the Bears could argue it shouldn't have been interference at all. So, but the Bears, I think, are lucky, and perhaps that's why Tim Sager, head coach for the Bears, wasn't too argumentative about it, because the 2-minute minor is much better than the 5-minute major. So the puck is brought in. Raiders on the power play. Try to set up shop here, and they do so. It's O'Neill backwards with it. Getting it back at the half wall. Now Leahy sends it across for Goodwin. Goodwin sends it through the slot area. It's tracked down here by Bjorn Anderson. Bears steal it back. They try to clear, but it's stopped by Leahy at the blue line. Leahy had it stolen away by Rode. Rode and Hofeld back and forth. Rode has it here. Dragging the feet is Hofeld. He has it. Number 2 for Hofeld as he goes bar south, and the Bears take a 2-0 lead. Short-handed goal for Grant Hofeld. What an effort by him and Leighton Rode from out of nowhere. And what a shot there, just tucking it under that bar. I want to thank Chad Olson back at the our unofficial headquarters. So it is Grant Hofeld. And what an effort there. I want to thank Chad Olson for live tweeting back at our headquarters in Shoreview. They're really not our headquarters. They're his other employer's headquarters. We'll call it our headquarters just to pretend like we are more important than we actually are. 4.5 to go in the first period. Half minute to go in the power play for the Raiders. It's not gone well. New Power moving for White Bear Lake. New Power fighting with it. Goes and curls back toward the outside. Sends it down low. Now back to New Power. Nice move, Sam. New Power moving across. Sends it back here for Rose, but he couldn't pull the trigger. It just trickled off his stick. But what a penalty kill this has been for White Bear Lake. Not only scoring, but now it's turned back here for the Raiders. A shot and a goal. My goodness, Gavin Klein-Carlson, the Bears are perhaps a little bit too laissez-faire there in their own zone. Give up a goal, and the Raiders are on the board. 11 seconds to go in the murky penalty. It'll be a power play goal. So 2 goals scored on that Roseville power play, 1 for the Bears and now 1 for the Raiders. Into the zone of Roseville. Kiyava centers one. Chance for Kirky, turned away. The captain for the Raiders trying to fight his way out. Tony Leahy got it forward to Louis Johnson. Johnson fighting his way in, lost the puck. Bears try to clear. Leahy keeps it in, fires a shot just wide of the White Bear Lake net. Tracked down by Johnson. Played over to Gaffney. Back to his right. Now pushed just inside the White Bear Lake zone. Leahy stick handling it nicely right to left. Leahy shot. Pad save there for Steffens, and he'll cover up that rebound. Good look there for the Bears, or the Raiders rather, and the Raiders have some life here. And my goodness, as this game changed so very quickly. It went from a shorthanded goal by Grant Holfeld, made it 2-0, and then the Bears essentially dominated the following 20-30 seconds there of the penalty kill that they had. The Raider power play did not look like a Raider power play, looked more like a White Bear Lake power play at that point. But again, just perhaps a little bit too relaxed there to turnover results in a goal. And so we'll see what how the Bears respond here. It's skated down the ice by Tyler Schauer. Schauer to his right. Nicky O'Brien down there. Hofeld looking for a hattie. I wish I brought a hat. Kind of early hat trick bid here in this first period. Still 3 minutes or so to go in period number 1. Schauer works it backwards. Battle continues down there. Up in the air, falling down, and out of play is the puck. 2:35 left in period number 1. Stick around for the first intermission, where we will have essentially silence and dead air for about 10 minutes before we come back on after the resurfacing is done. So it should be a good one. Probably better than what you're hearing right now, folks. Actually, maybe can get a link with Chad, and Chad can host the intermission show from his other job. I don't know if it's been noted yet, but I missed Chad. Here's the Bears off the draw. Rose down the ice, fighting his way through. Joey Grant stops the play from moving forward, but Murky continues it behind the Roseville goal. Reversing direction, back the other way comes Gavin Klein-Carlson. He'll fight his way to the blue line, stopped there by Rose, but it continued past him as he spins around and will skate back, and the Raiders will dump the puck in deep. Kodatek behind his goal, blows a tire, gets back up, sends it forward for Rose. Rose sends it 85 feet over for Newpower. Newpower across the Bear logo now to Rose. Rose with a shot that's turned away, juicy rebound, but it's cleared by the Raiders. Rose gets it back, finds Newpower in the corner, fighting his way to Murky. Murky sends it behind the Roseville goal, tracked down by Zach Goodwin. Goodwin will fire it forward here for Leahy. He'll slash it across there to the stick of Heffernan. Heffernan centers for Leahy. Can't pull the trigger. His stick was tied up by Newpower. That long reach coming into effect there, and then it's dumped in deep into the Raider zone. Bartel for the Raiders. Can't connect in the pass, goes for an icing. 81 seconds remain. It's first period, and the Bears lead the Raiders 2-1. in the corner. Off the wall, back wall, connecting with Bartell. Pass forward at the red line. Stolen away by Brady O'Brien. He'll fight free with it. Sends it across and in deep into the zone. Stopped behind by Heupel. Stolen back here. Backhand chance for Verkerke, turned away. And the rebound stolen back by the Raiders. They get it to neutral ice. It's picked up by Brady O'Brien. He'll skate backwards into his own zone. Move forward here. Nice move by by Verkerke. Verkerke to Johnson. Johnson couldn't receive the pass. I might have called that pass interference. This was football, but it wasn't. It's actually ice hockey, believe it or not, as the puck finds its way in the netting with a half minute to go. Score right now reads Grant Holfeld 2, Gavin Klein Carlson 1. We will have the next game for the Bears, which will be against Blaine. Here's Holfeld for the Hattie. Can't get it on that try. Sends it off the side of the cage, and it'll be covered on that cage there by Heupel. Again, I mentioned Saturday, big announcement coming Saturday night. Stick around for that in Aldridge Arena, Blaine and the Bears. And then next week, we're going on the road, folks. We're driving up to Grand Rapids and Cloquet. We're going to do a couple games up there if that's okay with y'all. All right, cool. Thank you. We are on Grant Holfeld hat trick watch here as he is on the ice. We'll keep an eye on him. If we had another camera, we'd probably roll on him and make the ISO cam on him, but we can't. Here's a 2-on-1 for the Raiders. They look to tie it up, but pass well behind Leahy, so the Bears will try to take advantage of the transition. They move it into the zone. Here's Leighton Road across in front. Shot save, rebound as time expires, cleared by the Raiders, but Holfeld almost got the natty hattie there with the first period, but couldn't get it to go, and that will we'll see the end of the first period read 2-1. Again, Grant Holfeld getting both White Bear Lake goals, one even strength and one shorthanded. And then Gavin Klein Carlson scored his goal on the power play. So one score game after one. We'll take a breather. We'll come back with the second period after this and grab some popcorn and snacks and Diet Coke and whatever you enjoy. And we'll be back for the second period. Set that clock for like 10 minutes or so. And we'll see you then. Bears 2, Raiders 1. You're watching White Bear Lake Hockey on the Horn. Hey, we're back, everyone. So look up from your device. The second period is coming up. I'm Zach Halverson. Grant Holfeld had 2 goals. Gavin Klein-Carlson had 1 for the Raiders. So we head to our second period. The Bears will grab the puck behind their goal. The guy with the puck is Luke Alles. He'll slide it across for Sam Newpower, who maneuvers his way through neutral ice, fires a shot that's blocked in front, push back to the blue line. Brady O'Brien with a shot that's also blocked. Great effort by Ian Macklem as he skates it into the White Bear Lake end after a couple of nice block shots. Raiders swatting it away, but kept in here by Rose, who fires a shot and a goal. Billy Rose picks a corner and gets the Bears a 3-1 lead. So Billy Rose, the captain of this team, one of the captains of this team, gets yet another goal to add to his resume. All captains have scored now for the Bears, or at least only people who have scored for the Bears are captains. Grant Holfeld got the other goal. And it is loud in here. You can probably tell that. The band is playing. Good to have them here. And I should note that as we close out our final broadcast of the 2019-2020 season in this building, we have an icing here. Gabe, that's whatever. We'll just illustrate it for you. The 2019 number is still not on the state tournament appearances banner. Neither is the section championship recognized from the team last year. So, again, if there's anybody with any power at all to add to that banner, it'd be really nice. Here's a shot that's blocked in front. Raiders are going to clear it out. But certainly one of the things on our minds in 2019 last year, at the end of the season here, is the Raiders fire a shot that's blocked. One of the things on our mind last year when the Bears clinched that, beating Hill Murray in that section final, we went over. We, of course, had some good times that night. We talked about how cool it would be to add to that banner. And we are back almost to February of 2020, and it's still not up there. And I've joked about it and had some fun with it, but it is, if you take pride in this team, in this community, in this school, the folks at the Independent School District number 624 need to get their ducks in a row there. So we'll leave it at that. Zach Kiava into the zone. Fires a shot turned away there in the slot. Just pass for Kirky. And now it's pushed down to the half wall. And down the ice it goes. Icing waved off. Bears caught a piece of it. And then the Raiders steal it back. They'll work it to the half wall. Stolen back here by Tristan Johnson. Driving to the goal as Johnson kept with it. Got it in front, but couldn't connect with Verkerke, who was waiting out there. And stolen by the Raiders. Flipped to center. And then it's shoveled back in by Tristan Johnson. Got an interesting score to report for you next break. So stick around for that if you can't stick around for the great hockey action on the horn. Billy Rose trying to do a Grant Holfeld and scored 2 in a period. It's now a verb. Rose will swing it back to the blue line. O'Brien's pass intercepted by the Raiders. Worked off the glass down the ice. Icing waved off as O'Brien took a stab at it. He grabs the puck, looks for options, fires a long pass, doesn't connect with anybody, but it does go on goal, so it's waved off. At least the icing is. To the corner it goes. Fired across, one-time pass across to Murky in the back door at a wide-open net, but he whiffed on it, got it back, sent it to Brady O'Brien's stick. He fires a pass, and then another deflection by Rose. Didn't get enough on it. He'll fire it back to O'Brien. We'll try it again. Third time, not a charm for the Bears as it finds its way out through everybody, and the Raiders are going to try to clear out, but it's poked back in. Rose had it for a moment, lost it as he skated it forward. Raiders able to clear, and they'll send it deep into the White Bear Lake again. Took a hop off the corner wall, fluttered on goal, and covered and gloved out of the air by Steffens. Here's the surprising score update for you. So with the loss on Tuesday, White Bear Lake is in danger, I would say, still of the seating is going to be an interesting section regardless. But Stillwater right now is has 0 goals in the first intermission of their game. Park of Cottage Grove has 2. So we'll keep an eye on that because should things get funky, which they certainly can. I would like to think we still have a 1 seed in White Bear as the Bears are going to go back on the penalty kill. This has been a rough month for White Bear Lake. And, yes, they have the head-to-head advantage over Hill Murray, but there's going to be some conversations that will be had in that meeting. And there is, unfortunately, very defensible points to be made to push White Bear down to 2. And that is a big deal. 1 and 2 have never been more different in Section 4 AA play. They used to separate the game time in the doubleheader before, in a doubleheader down at the Coliseum. Then it were separate by a day in terms of when you'd play between Section 1 and 2. Here's a chance for the Bears. It's Montgomery trying to get it to Hofeld. Couldn't do so. Now the puck goes on the Roseville goal. It's covered. But we've said this before. In case you're not aware, Section 4 tournament games have been, the tournaments were revamped. The quarterfinals will be at the top seed home site. Bears aren't going to fall below 4. They're going to have their first game here at Vadnais Sports Center in about a little under a month from now. Whether that's on the horn or not depends on if people want to raise anywhere between $400 and $800. Message us if you're interested. If you got some extra cash lying around, we wouldn't mind broadcasting it, but we do have a problem with the whole $400 to $800 broadcasting fee. So sorry about that. So that game's going to be played here. Should the Bears win that game, that depends on their seed when they will play. They will play Wednesday regardless. If they are the top seed, number 1, they will play at 4:30. If they are a 2 or a 3 seed and they win on that first Saturday, one of the semifinals, their semifinal game will be played at 8 o'clock p.m. following the 4:30 game and a complete clearing of the rink. So it's not like they'll clear the rink or the game will be done and they'll immediately start warm-ups and resurface, and then they'll get game 2 underway. It'll be interesting to see how they actually handle that, quite frankly. But they will clear the rink. Here's Brady O'Brien on a turnover. O'Brien shot turned away there by Heupel. Rebound cleared to the blue line, but kept in by Alez. His pass goes through the stick of Verkerke. Bears still have 30 seconds left in their penalty kill as the Raiders try to capitalize for a second time, but they're unable to do so on that shot. And now the pass goes forward. Raiders will touch the puck. They'll skate it out of the zone with it. And moving through, here comes Johnson. Johnson drop pass here, couple of drop passes. Back to Leahy at the blue line. Fired across. Now put on goal and gloved by Steffens. Great save there. Couple of great redirection in front by the Raiders. They are looking to cut that lead in half again and get it back to 3-2, but we'll see. 7 seconds remaining on the power play for White Bear Lake. In the box is Tyler Schauer. So that's where we sit here. Long pass connects there with Newpower. Sam Newpower again shorthanded as time expires on that power play for Roseville. Another good look. Now another long pass. Raiders have skated in 2-on-2. A shot. Nice pad save for Steffens. Another try from Leahy. That's blocked in front by Nicky O'Brien. Nicky O'Brien got it to the blue line. Pushed back toward the goal by the Raiders. They muscle their way forward. Finds the stick of Johnson. Johnson into the corner, and then a weak angle shot misses high and wide, and it's forced out to neutral ice. Grabbed by Leahy. Stolen away by the Bears. Here's a Rose. Rose fighting his way through. Got it toward the goal. Went through the crease, but went wide. Nicky O'Brien down there just past the stick of Rose, and the Raiders are going to have a breakout here as they got it past the White Bear Lake bench. They'll flip it deep into the Bears' end. It'll be on goal, so dropping the paddle down to Steffens. He'll give it over for the stick of Fratellone. Fratellone forward in the direction of Grady Gallatin, but pushed back into the White Bear Lake end with 10 to go in the second period. Bears able to get it right back out. Down the ice comes Holfeld. Worked across for Rode. Leighton Rode down there. Spencer Oxton for the Bears out there as well. Oxton has the puck. Skates it in the corner. Gives it for Rode. Rode lost it to Gavin Klein-Carlson. Stolen right back by Oxton. Oxton in the corner. Looks to center. Whiffed on the pass. Stolen back by the Raiders. To the blue line it goes. It'll be picked up by Nicky O'Brien. He'll skate it out, curls all the way around, then fired it right into the body of a Raider. And back come the Raiders now just inside the Bear zone. They can't connect on the pass, but it's continued along anyway and fired on goal by Joey Grant. It's stopped by Tyler Steffens. The clock stopped with 9:10 to go in the second period. And the score reads, as you can see on the top of your screen, White Bear Lake 3, Roseville 1. In front here, a chance for White Bear Lake. Out of nowhere, Tristan Johnson tried to finish. He'll open up, looks for the pass there as Verkerke drops it down low for Kiyava. Kiyava got it in front. Stolen back here. Johnson will carry it around. Goes to the blue line. Gets it back from Montgomery. Now it's Kiyava. Kiyava, Johnson now loose, still in the slot. Raiders finding it. Hard out the wall, kept it by Montgomery, trying to make some more trouble for the Bears. Kiyava behind the goal, takes a hit. Kept with the puck, however. Great job by Kiyava, and Johnson behind. Now Johnson again looking to center. Does so again. Verkerke can't connect, and the Raiders come out with it. On goal, Steffens makes the save and immediately pressured. That'll force him to cover it. Shots on goal now read 21-17. We are just past the midway point in this hockey game. That is a ton of shots on goal between the two teams. Off the draw, one-time shot there taken by Chase Smith. He's denied by Steffens. Raiders still very much in this one. Out of the zone, now coast to coast as Murky sends it across. Rose with a shot that's blocked. Now the captain for the Raiders, Tony Leahy, got it to the side of the edge for the Bears. Bears take it right back. Now here's Newpower. Newpower sends it out in front instead of the reach of Murky, but it finds O'Brien's stick. O'Brien across. Newpower shot. Score! Sam Newpower. I thought he scored the second one. I was wrong. That was Holfeld. This time it is Sam Newpower. I can guarantee you that, and it's 4-1 Bears. It's just a little early on the goal call. That's all it was. It's not coming a mile away. Draw one by the Bears. Nicky O'Brien across. Raiders take it back. It's Zach Goodwin. Lost it as he went through neutral ice. Back the other way comes White Bear Lake. Holfeld with a shot. Quick wrister from the blue line. Just escaped wide of the Raider goal. Fran alone will pick it up at the blue line. Flips it down low. Past Road, past everybody. And it'll be found by the Raiders and flipped high off the glass down the ice. Caught a good bounce, but not a good enough bounce. Hits the side of the cage, and that will result in an icing. Face off in the Raider zone with 7:03 to go in the second period. White Bear Lake 4, Roseville 1. The second straight game the Bears have played against the Raiders. Johnson misses the net just wide. The Bears also played against the Cretin-Durham Hall Raiders on Tuesday. A lot of Raiders. There used to be, I think, a total of 3 Raiders in the Suburban East Conference back in the day when Hastings was in the Suburban East. Kiyava flipped up in the air into the netting, stops play. But Hastings, Cretin-Durham Hall, and Roseville, now just Cretin-Durham Hall. And Roseville, different colors. I would imagine different type of Raiders. I don't know what Raiders are. Roseville has a logo of a wolf or a dog or something on their jersey. I'd love to, if there's anybody with an explanation that can fire that, at Zach Halverson on Twitter. Love to know the history. Shot off the draw put on there by Montgomery. That's turned away. Back to the blue line it goes. Another try, but stunted on the shot was Kodatek. He'll get it back and flip it off the glass and over the netting somehow, some way. That's a heck of an angle to take there. For it to clear not only again the glass, but the netting as well. Somebody got a souvenir. They never usually come up here. But we did have one just miss us at Highland Arena. Came right across us there on Tuesday. I was doing the game for FM 96.7. KFA and the Plus, which will be your home for, I believe, the Section 4 AA final. Some other section stuff as well. Here's a chance for the Bears. Murky across. Here's Rose. Kicks it to his stick. Backhand shot. Score! The Bears get a goal. I don't know if that was Rose. They're gonna. It looks like they might be. It might be someone else. Perhaps Brady O'Brien. We'll get the official call in a moment. But what an effort by Rose, regardless if he got the goal or not. As it was in his skates, he kicked it to his backhand and put it toward the goal, and it was at least finished by the Bears. So 5-1 is the score. White Bear Lake leads, and Roseville. We take a look at Dr. Lovett in the building tonight. Great time. We'll get the official call. Stan Steffen, the head coach for the Raiders, is getting a quick explanation. So Brady O'Brien's going to get it. He obviously he finished a rebound, which so my guess is and I might even request to see other video if there is of it down there, but nearly a highlight reel goal, certainly a highlight reel assist, because for most that might have been just a puck that went behind the goal and they would try again, but Rose kept that alive. Here's Kodatek with a shot save. Rebound, Holfeld, score! Hat trick for Grant Holfeld. They don't go flying quite yet. Nobody, come on. There we go. We got some. Throw it out there. Let's go. A hattie for Holfeld. 6-1 Bears. How is there not one hat in front of the student section? Come on, there we go. There we go. It should be more than that, but at least have one. And the goaltenders will change. Heupel is out. Number 35, Chet Carlson, will be in. So Carlson, the goaltender now for the Raiders after an onslaught of opportunities. Five and a half to go in the first or second period, I think. That's what period 2 means on the scoreboard, if I'm not mistaken. 6-1 the score. Mentioned because we are kind of already in like talk about other things mode. Because again, the game is not completely in hand, but it's getting there. Score 6-1. Bears leading Roseville. Bears have had a rough month here, but hoping to turn things around here to close out January. They have some favorable matchups coming up, but a very important one is on Saturday as Kiava is going to the box, I believe, for slashing is the call. So another Raider power play coming up. I bring all this up because it really for the Bears, if they go Saturday, if they can beat Blaine is having a great year for their part as well. They are ranked at number 16, and Bears at number 12. They need to win those games. So Saturday, huge one here. Bears shorthanded. Rose, he's fends off a check there, and now it is completely hit. Turned over to New Power across. Rose, backhander, bouncing puck in the slot, can't get a shot off. Rose was inches away from his second. New Power gets tripped, and there's no call. I don't know why that's not a call. Now another whistle is blowing. There's some play away from the puck. Cross-checking is going to be the call. This time it is going to be on Bjorn Anderson as he heads to the penalty box. He was fighting away from the puck there with O'Brien. Looked like, to me at least, a blatant trip on New Power that they didn't call, but they did call that. So cross-checking there, and Bjorn Anderson, 4-on-4 for 90 seconds if more activities don't fester here in the later stages of this second period. So I mentioned Blaine ranked 16th in the state now. Bears at number 12. So again, a team as good as Blaine is, they need to beat. And we will have that game for you on the horn. They go on the road next weekend, Cloquet and Grand Rapids, and that will be also on the horn. And they also have Stillwater on Tuesday, pending might be on the horn. We'll find that out a little bit later on. It will be streamed, however, so we can get you to a stream for that. So really, in the next this one included, 5 games will be on the horn. The last 2 games of the season, Forest Lake and Cretin, will not be on the horn, but they will be here at Vanna Sports Center, so we encourage you to tune in to those as well. White Bear and Cretin, that last game of the season, will be huge. Maybe not section implications, but again, there's a lot of other things to consider, not only the seeding for sections, but also should they make it to the state tournament as well. Hopefully we'll be one of the top teams. Here's a chance off the draw. Road with a shot, save, rebound, another try, and Road just snake-bitten as of late for White Bear Lake. He is a very good goal scorer. Here's Road off a one-timer. That's turned away, and then Hofeld in the area forces the goaltender Carlson to cover with 1:02 left in the 4-on-4. It is 4-on-4. The Bears playing the puck so well. If you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the chat. Here's a backhand shot. Hofeld looking for 4, can't get it to go. Fratellone pushes it down low. Hofeld spins, keeps with it here, having a great game is Grant Hofeld. Pushes it to the blue line, goes past O'Brien, dropping back is Fratellone to help fend off O'Neill. O'Neill lost it, Bears back the other way. Here's Hofeld, trail end of a shift, he'll skate it in. Goes to Rode with it. Rode fires a shot wide of the goal. Bounces back here. Fratellone with the puck. He'll send it over and out of the reach of Hofeld, who skates back to cover Fratellone, who stepped up. Fratellone will turn it over, or force a turnover at the blue line. Now here's Rode. Rode moving in, cutting across. Rode across, through, all the way through. Unable to get to it was Hofeld. Good job on the defensive side by Gavin Klein-Carlson, bodying Hofeld away from the puck. Now the Bears on the transition. Nice moves here by Leighton Rode. Bears are full strength as they enter the zone. Rode across here. Fratellone shot and can't get it on the goal. Roseville coming away with the puck here. 20 seconds left in the Bears power play. Shorthanded try, score! Tony Leahy shorthanded for the Raiders, making it 6-2. So 2 shorthanded goals tonight. One for each team. Shots on goal now 30-20 in favor of the Roseville, or White Bear Lake Bears, I should say. Into the zone, Bears come with it, firing a shot and turning it away was Carlson. Draw one by the Raiders. Bears try to steal it back. On the backhand, Verkerke shot turned away. Carlson rebound. Grabbed by White Bear. Cycle down low for Verkerke. He's pinned up against the wall nicely there by Zach Goodwin. Finds its way on goal, and Carlson makes the save. 2:20 to go in period number 2. Off the draw. Johnson battling down there for White Bear Lake, taken away by the Raiders. And sent down the ice for an icing. Another update here, 9:08 to go in the second period. Stillwater, still with 0 goals. Ark of Cottage Grove with 3 now. So congratulations to the Park Wolfpack for doing some good things down there. Bears beat them 5-0 just last week. So they've had, there's been a lot of shocking results here. And again, that's obviously far from over. Stillwater could very much come back in that one and win and whatever. But just crazy stuff here. Leighton Rode fighting his way through and sends one over the head of Carlson. Bears trying to continue the pressure. Stolen away by the Raiders. Leahy had a shorty early in the game. Fights his way through. Lost the puck as he entered the zone. Trying to get it back is Leahy. Got it free to Bjorn Anderson. Anderson in front. Leahy, but diving out and stopping the puck is Tyler Steffens. Park beat Eastridge, who beat White Bear last week. So if you're looking for any sense to make, by the way, they lost to Irondale. So yeah, it's madness, say it like that. Bears did sweep Park this year as well. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Across town, it will. It's obviously started a little bit later than our game here. Nice thing here. We've been trying for some 7 o'clock starts this year, which is nice. Started at 7:30, and it's a little late. Just moves the JV games up a little bit, and so far I think it's going fine. Down the ice, the Bears come. Kodatek sends it in with a minute to go in period number 2. Pushed out in front, now cleared to the outside. Billy Rose has had a great period down low for New Power. New Power for Murky. Back for Rose. Muscled off his stick. Battle continues down there. Good job by Rose on the defensive side of things. Coming away with his New Power. New Power across. New Power shot off the iron. Hit the post with 23 seconds to go. Raiders come back the other way. They push it down the ice. Stolen back by the Bears. Skated behind their goal. 15 to go now in period number 2. Down the ice. Worked off. Back by the Raiders here in the zone. Firing a shot there. 5 seconds left, and it's sticked away by Steffens. But good look for Zach Goodwin. Ponies on the board, 3-1. Told you. Oh, that craziness out there. Rest in peace, Neil Peart. Draw is won by the Bears. And the period has come to a close. White Bear Lake 6, Roseville 2. After 2, Hofeld already has a Hattie. New Power has a goal. Brady O'Brien has a goal. And 34 minutes are in the books. 17 more minutes of regulation coming up as we look at the banners, and we do not see a 2019 anywhere to be found. My goodness, it's too bad. You hate to see it. What can you do, though, other than complain on a broadcast and hope somebody else fixes it? Because I've been instructed by multiple people to not go on my own scissor lift, which I have at home, my own scissor lift to go up there and add the 2019 myself. But it is, I believe, Trebuchet MS font. I could be wrong on that. I believe it's Trebuchet font. If anybody has the numbers 2, 0, 1, and 9 to put up there, it'd be greatly appreciated. Second intermission is here. I'm going to go take a breather and tweet and stuff. We'll be back with the third after this. White Bear Lake 6, Roseville 2. Thanks for tuning in to White Bear Lake Hockey on the Horn. One more period left on the Horn at the greatest hockey arena in the world. if there is one blemish in an otherwise perfect hockey arena, Alex Westad is one heck of a public address announcer. So, Alex, you're the best. Thank you for a little bit of a shout out there in the end of the second intermission. Third period is coming up. So ignore the score on the screen there. 3RD is what we call third. The Bears have had an interesting game so far. Hofeld has a hat trick. Newpower has a goal. Some other goals scored by two other players. I don't have a score sheet. So one thing too, by the way, as I just continue my complaining about things, we still are on paper score sheets down there. I don't know how that's a thing. Don't know that's the thing, but they are still doing score sheets. So we're just going to go off of the tweets from Chad, who was live tweeting the second period. Let's see here. Hofeld, Hattie, Brady O'Brien, Newpower, and Rose, the other three. Thank you, Chad. By the way, again, cannot wait to have Chad back in the third period. This is the final period of the Horn at the Vadnais Sports Center. And it's a little emotional in a way because, good gracious, I've ravaged this place. There is so much. I look behind me and I see where we used to broadcast games and it wasn't perfect. And I don't know how somebody got a piece of gum on the top. They had to try. They put a piece of gum on the top of that railing. They had to jump up there. I don't know how they did. What the garbage is. There's two garbages within 10 feet, and you put the. I know this place doesn't deserve a ton of respect, but show some respect. My goodness. Bears leading 6-2. But yeah, as much as I've had problems with this place and how it has been very tough, there's one thing, and this is not the one blemish and otherwise, perfect arena thing, but deal is this: the rink, the internet here has been phenomenal from day one. We used to have to run a 100-foot long cable into an office back up in the mezzanine. And then when we moved down here, they actually put a wire. I don't know if it was especially for us, but it certainly helped us. And that's what we have a special Ethernet cable here that lets us do these games that we're virtually buffering free. I mean, I look at our stream health right now. It says excellent connection, and that's what you want to see. So we've been very grateful for that. So we've had issues. We're certainly not in a ideal spot broadcast-wise. We have to do very special, weird things when we're here in terms of for the bigger games like the Hill game when they come here. But we have been able to at least get these broadcasts to you and after Tuesday was a good reminder, really. Tuesday out at Highland Arena. Internet they had there, but they didn't have it really set up for media. They didn't put a thought in for media, and they put a thought in here. So I don't know if I've been able to really thank whoever was responsible for that part enough for letting us do this, because without that line of Ethernet, we wouldn't be able to do this really much here at all. So a shot from the point by the Raiders is turned away by the blocker of Tyler Steffens. We'll see if he finishes out this game or if Daling gets some time. Another try, and it's turned away again by Steffens. The challenge, of course, if you're head coach Tim Sager, is there's a lead, a 6-2 lead. Looks like we're going to have a penalty here. Holding is going to be the call. So the Raiders are going on the power play here. An opportunity to make this a 3-score game, but yeah, 4 is kind of right on the borderline of an advantage in terms of the score, and maybe you get to 5, and that's when you put Daling in. But it's hard to commit totally because you don't want to put Daling in a tough spot if Raiders do mount a run. But you also don't want to wait too long too, because as Steffens dives out there and covers it, you don't want to wait too long because Daling is also a senior. for this team, and you want to give him as much playing time, especially later here in the season. He is seeing his high school career come to an end. So we'll see what the decision is on the bench there by head coach Jim Sager. He's had plenty of these situations, and he will do with what he will do with it. But off the glass, down the ice it goes. Bears able to clear. We've had 2 shorthanded goals in this game, 1 by each team. Holfeld got the shorty earlier under to his hat trick. Weak angle shot off the side of the cage. Another try there, centered but cleared by Alez instead. Here's Rose forcing a turnover, looks for help, and will instead just skate it to the outside wall. Goes to the corner, now sent back, and then sent down the ice by Roseville. Bears will regroup much as they can with the man disadvantage here. Halfway through the power play, not much to speak of for the Raiders as the puck is cleared out of the zone and out of the play surface. So, and I guess it went off a Raider stick, so we'll bring the face-off back out to neutral ice. On the backhand chance for the Raiders, shot, score, what a goal. Louis Johnson got the puck and just roofed it beautifully. And the Raiders have some life here early in the 3rd period. So Roseville now, I mean, not quite knocking on the door, but they're definitely maybe at the end of the steps, maybe. And power play goal, the special teams certainly key here tonight in this hockey game. Kiava tried to poke it forward, just missed it on the attempt. Grabbing it here is Louis Johnson. Thrusted forward to Leahy. Leahy fires it off the shelf, bounces down behind the White Bear Lake goal to Steffens. Brady O'Brien will grab it from Steffens, and he'll slide it forward for Verkerke, but it's poked off his stick. Raiders skated in just briefly before it's poked back to neutral ice. Forced along by Verkerke. He'll one-handed along back here. Now fires a shot, and it's gloved by Carlson. Under 13 to go in the 3rd. Off the draw, one-time shot, score! Billy Rose, 2nd of the game, could have almost been a 3rd had he capitalized completely on the goal earlier, but what a goal by Billy Rose. Face-off win. 7-3. Back in. Into the zone come the Raiders, trying to respond. Can't do so on that try. Back to neutral ice it goes. Nicky O'Brien now for the Bears. He'll regroup. New power pushes along for Rose. Bears have to touch up. They do. Now Rose will flip it in, kind of poked off his stick. And here come the Bears again. Here's Rode with a chance shot off the shoulder of Carlson and into the netting behind. I'll tell you, Leighton Rode, who has been lighting it up all season long, as of late, just, again, snake bitten just comes to mind there. He's been all over the net. We'll see if he can finish here in this one. 7-3 is the score. Draw one by the Raiders. Cross ice pass into the zone comes Roseville. A shot sticked behind the White Bear Lake goal by Steffens. Another try from the top of the slot. Hits the shin pad of Montgomery. Rode pushes it forward into the zone. Nice moves. Leighton Rode. Shot save by Carlson. What moves there by Rode? Despite the 4-goal lead for the Bears, only 6 shots on goal lead for White Bear Lake, 36-30. I think that was English. Probably missing a word or two there, but I'm out of high school, folks. Only took me an extra couple of weeks, but I got my degree from White Bear Lake Area High School. Here's a chance for the Bears and then sent in the wrong netting. Good look there for Tyler Bishop. But got the puck on his stick, and now the play will be back into the faceoff will be in the neutral zone. In college hockey, it's different. College hockey, they actually keep the faceoff in the zone, even if you do completely miss the net. It's lacrosse rules, kind of. And obviously try to gain more offensive opportunities. Bears win the draw. They got it into the zone, but it's forced out by Roseville. Bears return it to the Roseville zone. Grabbed by Chase Smith. Corner or circle to circle pass, whatever for it. Flung forward into the neutral zone. Here's Macklin. Nice moves here. Fires a shot. Hits nothing. Hit the corner wall. Missed the net wildly. Here's Tristan Johnson for the Bears. Got it along to Kiyava. Kiyava pushes it to Bishop, and Tyler Bishop will send it in. We'll under 11 to go in the third period here at Vadnais Sports Center. The white puck is iced by Roseville. It was once known as the Towsley Ford Rink. It was also known as the Towsley Ford Rink for about a couple years after Towsley Ford ceased to exist, until it became known as, I guess, Rink 1. They dropped the sponsorships and got the ice, which had the logo of Towsley Ford in the center ice circle. And then about 4 or 5 years ago, the Blue Line Club stepped up and had the home of the Bears and the Bear logo put at center ice, so made it a little bit more of a home rink for White Bear Lake. The girls team used to play here as well. They now have returned to the White Bear Lake Sports Center, where they do have a banner for 2019 up over at that rink, so perhaps take some notes there. I don't know who's responsible for the whole banner fiasco, but whoever is needs to change that. But regardless, White Bear Lake Sports Center, also a great home for the Bears. Just a little bit too small there, and as the Raiders enter the zone, Nicky O'Brien takes a penalty. He will have to serve it there. Almost got out of serving it, but the shot was blocked en route to the goal. So Raider power play once again. And, after the girls team moved over to White Bear Sports Center, now Mountain View's kind of claimed this rink as their home rink as well. Have their locker room here as well. And play a lot of their games here. The original, you can kind of see toward the top of the screen there, the orange paint around here was initially green. I was personally one of the first people to actually skate and actually play here. They had the tryouts for, I don't know, whatever year it was when they opened this place. And, yeah, it was green in here, and that plates were heard, and they painted it orange instead, which makes a lot more sense. Next door, they kept it I guess, forest green, if you will, if you want to use wild color names to call it. But much more convenient location than Aldridge, the previous home for the Bears, and for all the complaints it has received, a lot of good too as well.
Give a shout out to Grandpa Noops in Naples.
Grandpa Noops in Naples, Florida, watching here tonight. It's probably a little bit warmer down there, I would imagine. I haven't checked the weather, but usually how it works. And watching his grandson not only get a goal tonight, get a beautiful assist on a face-off win. That most recent goal for Rose. Raiders continuing their power play, 45 to go on that. Shot turned away there by Steffens. Eight and a half to go in the third period. Bears trying to close this thing up. Draw one, back by Roseville once again. Bartell to his right. Slid across here near side for Gavin Klein-Carlson, back over. Bartell, one-time shot, hit a stick of Tristan Johnson, actually, and deflected wide, and then Bears are able to clear it out with 20 seconds to go in power play for Roseville. Back down the ice come the Bears, or the Raiders, rather. They are in black and gray. Shot blocked again, redirected wide of the goal. The Bears are full strength. And they have a 2-on-1 with a couple of dangerous players. Here's Billy Rose. Across here, Murky, chance shot, score. Ethan Murky makes it 8-3 off of a assist by Billy Rose, who adds to his totals tonight. .52 to go in the third period. Park has 4, Stillwater has 2. Interesting stuff there as well. Down the ice come the Wolfpack on goal. It will go past Steffens there and into the corner. Billy Rose looking to have all the hats thrown back on the ice here as he backhands one wide of the goal. Holfeld had a hat trick earlier. Rose looking for one. Again, still looking for another angle of the play there. Don't want to take anything away from Brady O'Brien, but it was one heck of a play by Billy Rose to even get it toward the goal and on goal, and I think caught a piece of the crossbar, bounced down, and was finished there by Brady O'Brien. Under 7 to go here. I want to again mention before y'all click away to tune in on Saturday. The next few games here will be on the Horn. But if not the next 4, certainly the next 3 or 4. Here's Kiava, fires a chance in front. Johnson wide of the goal. Blaine on Saturday night, very special announcement. Please tune in for that. That game will be played at Aldridge Arena, so if you're planning on heading to see that game, note that it will not be here at the greatest hockey arena in the world. It'll be at Vadnais Sports Center as the Raiders clear it off of a spectator. He looks okay. pretty hard hit, so we'll wish him the best. It looked like it hit him right in the head, so some parents coming over to Epps assist. Yeah, doesn't feel good. That is for sure. So I wish that Roseville fan the best. Raiders get it out to neutral ice, and it's swung back by Rode, who tried to get it to Hofeld, couldn't connect, and Schauer will grab it here while the Bears touch up. They do. He finds Rode. Rode in on the left wing side, driving to the goal. Leighton Rode backhand, and that was poked off his stick just before he could fire the shot. Chad Olson bringing up a phenomenal point. Again, another reason why we need him here. The last meeting between these two teams, the Roseville Raiders and the White Bear Lake Bears. The whistle blown here. Puck might have left play there. As last meeting between these two teams back on Thursday, December 19th, 2019. Slashing is going to be the call, by the way. Bears are back on the power play. Thursday, December 19th, White Bear Lake went to Roseville Ice Arena and beat the Roseville Raiders by a score of 8-3. Will the Bears be able to do exactly what they did last time they met? We'll find out. Thanks to Chad for the note. Should have done my research. That's why I have Chad, so I don't have to do any game prep. He just does it all for me. Here's Luke Alles. To his right, to Rode, down low. Rose looking for that trick, finds the glove of Carlson instead. I want to thank also the crew here, the employees here at Madness. Really have not had a bad experience with them too. So for all the crap here, Schauer with a shot high, wide over the goal. Not wide, but just high. Johnson in the corner. Flings it out high for Brady O'Brien. To his right for a shot turned away by Carlson. Montgomery. O'Brien. Montgomery across. Schauer. Shot missed the net. Near side. Pass across. Montgomery. Back out O'Brien. And it's sent down the ice. Panda's up. I thought White Bear Lake player touched it already, but the player is down for the Roseville Raiders. Big collision on the far side there. Big hit put on by Montgomery, and heading off the ice slowly is Louis Johnson. It might not have been Montgomery, that actually was Tristan Johnson. So Tristan Johnson knocks down Louis Johnson. Louis Johnson makes his way to the Roseville bench. And Tristan Johnson makes his way to the penalty box. The officials talking it over. And talking with Billy Rose in particular, just getting an explanation for the call. 4-on-4 for 1 minute and 4 seconds. Bears did very well in their 4-on-4 earlier in the game. Stillwater has pulled within one. Thank you, Chad Olson. Draw one by the Bears. Luke Alles behind the net. Gives it to Brady O'Brien. Hard off the wall. New power. Flings it across for Alles. Alles drops it back here. Rose looking for the Hattie, and he hits the blocker of Carlson instead. New Power gets the rebound. New Power tried a quick wraparound. Instead finds Rose, who sends it wide of the goal. And the other number 10 on the ice picks it up. Tony Lee, he tried to clear, stolen back by New Power. Pushes it back for Alez. Alez fires a shot, misses wide of the goal. Karam's all the way back into the White Bear Lake end, learning a new word there. Flip forward to New Power. New Power that poked off his stick. Raiders looking to clear. They send it across the ice near side to Hefferton's stick, who had it lost there on his pass. O'Brien trying to fight his way through, has ridden off the puck. Raiders will take it and they'll send it on goal. Dropping the paddle down is Steffens. Coming to pick up the loose change is Leighton Road. Leighton Road will come out of the zone with it here as the Bears now on the penalty kill. Alez will flip it deep into the Roseville end. Puck nearly turned over there. Leighton Road was in the area. Raiders continuing their way through. And surprised there's no penalty there on Hofeld, but we'll continue here. As Leighton Road has the puck. Leighton to his right. That was Montgomery. Dropped it back to Leighton. Spin around a move behind the net by Road. Hofeld will regain a stick after a slashed out of his hands. 2.5 to go in the third. Down the ice come the Raiders. Drop back here, pushed on goal, turned away. And the side of the cage at rest and the whistle blown there. Might be another penalty coming up as well. So game getting a little chippy toward the end. We have the Horn Road trip coming up next week. We got Blaine coming up on Saturday. So Grant Hofeld will not get 4 goals tonight. Roughing is the call on Grant Hofeld if you're keeping score at home, which if you are, can you update the hub for us, please? Thank you very much. One second left and a 5-on-3 for Roseville, so Johnson will go right out there, I'm sure. Face-off won by the Raiders. Johnson regroups with his guys there, 5-on-4. Roseville sets up the power play, tries to break up consecutive 8-3 games. Chance, one-time shot blocked, and now here's New Power. He'll play it to his left for Montgomery. Montgomery into the zone, across for Johnson. Johnson winds, fires a shot. It's stopped by Carlson. It's under his left pad, I believe. There it is. So that stops play, just under 2 to go in the third period. Jan and I have had some great memories in this place. Again, mentioned started up in the mezzanine. They had a brief time when they moved us down here, some scaffolding that they set up for the Twin City Steel that we were able to take advantage of, and then we just got brought back down here. And one time almost had my car towed because there was no parking anywhere near the vicinity of this place. We had a lot of equipment to carry in. So we decided I parked it literally on the sidewalk outside the door to the locker room area. And I got a piece of paper on there on my car that I went out there, and it said, and I quote, "This is not a parking spot. Next time you park here, you will get towed." So used my get out of jail free card, kept my car, didn't have to go pick it up at a tow yard. And there's a chance for the Raiders trying to finish, can't do so. Now it's Billy Rose, hungry for the Hattie. He's got Rowe to his right. Rose moving in, sends it across, but it's broken up by the Raiders. .69 seconds to go in the third period. And it'll be iced down by Roseville. Played games on here on this ice, scored a fair amount of goals on this ice. I'm not trying to brag or anything, but called a lot of games in this building, probably more games I've called in this building than any other building. And here's a chance for the Bears. Shot! What a save by Carlson. Schauer had a good look there, forced the turnover. and got a chance. They're shorthanded. Already had a pair of shorthanded goals in this game, one for each team. Bears almost got their second. Hofeld trying to get out of that penalty box. He'll be out in 35 seconds. Raiders win the draw. Yeah, called a lot of games here. Had a lot of memories here, and it's a really, really special place, even though its physical limitations I've noted very much over the years. But thank you for 8 wonderful seasons of the Horn here at the Vadnais Sports Center. Again, we still have a game at Aldridge, a couple more next week, maybe up to 3 next week, depending on Stillwater. But it's been very, very fun. So Raiders down the ice. They'll move it in. Last chance here for Roseville. It's sent high and wide of the goal. And the third period ends, regulation ends, the game ends. White Bear Lake 8, Roseville 3, the final here at the greatest hockey arena in the world. We'll see you on Saturday at Aldridge Arena. And next week up in Cloquet and Grand Rapids, Chad Olson will return for a couple more broadcasts. And before we say goodbye, but this again ends our home schedule for this great arena. So thank you to everyone that has helped us here. All the folks from back when it was owned by the city of Vadnais Heights, all the way through here to the Ramsey County ownership and helping us with what we have needed over the years. And dealing with us while they tried to clean up the rink and all that. It's been a heck of a ride, and I look forward to seeing what is next, not only for the Bears here throughout the rest of the season and beyond, but also for the Horn and beyond. So for Gabe Bartlett and the rest of our crew here at Vadnais Sports Center for a final time at Vadnais Sports Center, my name is Zach Halverson, saying so long. It's a final again, White Bear Lake 8, Roseville 3. Have a great evening, everybody, and we will see you again Saturday over at Aldridge. It's White Bear Lake boys hockey on the Horn.